Hey, what's up, campers? Summer11 here with my review of Total Drama Pahkitew Island, Episode 4. I love you not. I guess every episode's going to start off with Jasmine. Cool. So, she's going to get food as usual, and Sammy is pretending to be Amy. And I don't know if it's the fact that the show is airing so fast, or that it just isn't as good as it used to be. This just doesn't seem like a big shock to me. I keep bringing this up, but season 1 was really shocking all over the place. And also, they're making it way too easy to tell, like, who's going home in each episode. Like, I would prefer it if multiple people goofed up on the challenge and then we're just wondering, like, oh, wow, who could go home? But now it's more or less like, this character kind of stood out in the episode. They kind of goofed off a lot. I'm pretty sure they're going to be going home. And, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. And apparently Sean is scared of girls or scared of zombies again. Rodney is falling in love all over the place. And today's challenge took up most of the show. Like, they got into the challenge really fast. There wasn't really that much stuff going on before they got into the challenge. So Ella offered Sugar a seat, and then Sugar just pushes Ella over. And yeah, I felt bad for her. She should have punched her dead in the jaw. I think Ella could snap at one point. Like, later in the season, we just see Ella snap on Sugar, and that might be the episode where Sugar goes home or something. Today's challenge is Truth or Scare. They randomize the contestants and then give them a truth or a scare. A truth is a question you have to answer truthfully. Didn't really have to explain that. It's kind of self-explanatory. A scare is a dare. I don't know why they felt the need to change the name. So they have to wear electric shock collars, and if they get the question wrong or don't do the scare, they get shocked. And the sad thing is that they deal with stuff that they've already brought up this season. I'm sorry, I had to take a breath. Like, I need to chill. I went straight into this review after the last one, and then I'm gonna start working on episode 3, the video, and then I'm gonna take a shower while I'm working on that, and then after that's done, I'm gonna work on episode 4's video, and then while I'm doing that, I'm also gonna be working on typing up episode 5's review and recording it. See, this is too much work. That's one of the reasons why the episodes only have one image in them. And plus, I mean, it might get confused for the episode because I got a dislike on one of the videos. But I'll talk about that in another place. If just contact me if you want to talk about that. Where was I? Yeah, so I would prefer questions that were different to the stuff that we already know about these characters. And then Chris enlists the help of a chicken called Clucky that is basically a lie detector. And Clucky's going to lead to some funny stuff, so just keep your eyes on Clucky. Sammy gets asked who she hates the most, and everyone is shocked because she's pretending to be Amy, and it's kind of weird to say that you hate yourself, And then Jasmine sticks up for her. And I don't know why everyone hated on Sammy, though, because, Sammy wasn't even that bad. And I guess, like, using someone can completely change what others think of them or something. Because they said some rude stuff about Sammy. Or Sammy. And then Rodney gets a question asking which girl he thought was the prettiest. And I wish he would have answered this question truthfully. But whatever. And I like the part when he asked Chris for another question. So Sky gets a scare, I believe. And then she has to drink mineral water. And she was drinking it in a weird way. Like, she would take a gulp, remove it, and then take another gulp. And is there something wrong with mineral water? I guess I've never had it or never tried it. I don't know. I don't remember. But I would have just chugged it. And then Sean just, he shakes the jar up, and then he throws it in her face. So I guess that counts as drinking. Yeah. And then Max was asked what he feared, and then he lied. And I'm curious as to what he actually fears. I don't know if that was brought up at all. But maybe he's just actually a good person. I don't know. Dave, he gets a good scare. Like, they told him to kiss a person next to him, and he looks over at Sean. Because I'm pretty sure, he already knew Sky was over there. He looks over at Sean. And it's weird because Dave's a neat freak. I feel like he wouldn't want to do that. And then Sean just ran away. I like that. And then he tries to get Sky, who gets nervous around boys she likes. And then she burps in his face. I'm done. That's disgusting. Like, I'd throw up on a girl if she did that to me. That's freaking sickening. Like, someone burps and, like, if it goes in your mouth, that's would never kiss another person again. That's just that's just too much. And then Sean, he gets a scare where he has to pick his nose and put it on the person next to him, and it's another gross thing. And there was some other stuff in there, but I don't want to talk about that. It's really nasty. They haven't really thrown up as much, or have they thrown up at all? Because I remember in earlier seasons they used to throw up in the show a lot. That was one thing that really made it different from other cartoons, because most cartoons don't really show that. It's more of a thing like Family Guy and American Dad. They show people throwing up a lot. And then Ella, she's asked what she would say. No, what she would change. I believe it was what she would change about herself. And we find out that Sugar is mad at Ella because I guess Ella talks like a pageant girl. It's something like that. And then Ella said that she would change whatever is making Sugar mad about her. So basically that would be your entire personality. And then there's a lightning round montage, and then they go to the sudden death round, and then Rodney and Ella are picked for the sudden death round, and it's all scares. They get a bag. Well, I already have that up there. So Rodney, he insults Clucky by saying that he eats 6 eggs a day, and I'm pretty sure that's bad for you, but that's gonna lead to the funny stuff. So Chris gives each one of them a bag, and the bag has a shock remote in there, and they have to open the bag, but Dave, his fingers are too big to open it, so Ella offers to help Rodney after she takes it out, and then Chris is like, Ella, just press the button, your team can win, and she's like, oh, I can't do it. And then Clucky comes in there, takes the remote, and presses the button over and over and over again. I swear it was like 10 times. And this was the funniest thing ever, I swear. Best moment of the season. Oh my god. Clucky is just like pretty much insane. I really enjoyed this part. And as I said before in the beginning of the episode, it's easy to predict who's going home this season, and they need to fix that, but the season's already done, and it's already been leaked online, so yeah. The person going home is Rodney. That was a weird and he's one of the people on my list. I said a list last episode. So let's kind of talk about who's leaving next. I'm starting to like Ella, so let's just see who's going home next. I'm not gonna talk about it because I've already left who I think is gonna go home, and that's Sugar. I'm starting to like Ella. I like her character, but I miss Total Drama Mal. Total Drama Mal last season, best character ever. But that was my review of episode 4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later for episode 5. Peace.